G'day guys, for the first time in a while, it'll just be me by myself filming this video, and this will be the round 15 wrap up. And yeah, so for my side, it was a fairly good round. Made about 4K ranks there with a total score of 821. You see, just a pretty good week there. Brought in Hiroti, who is now probably injured for 6 weeks, which yeah, look, that's just an absolute scam. It is what it is, though. Probably wasn't the greatest buy there, but Chris Randall, one we bought last week, one we said was a good buy. He went there with a bang for 72. Toby Couchman and Nat White were both all right. You'll take both of those scores there. Adam Fanor Blake went out with a bang. That's a huge score. We knew it was coming. It seems to be one big score, one low score, quite inconsistent there. Keon, probably out for 3 to 5 weeks. He probably becomes a sell now, but yeah, he's been killing it, selling at top prices where I sit there at 832k. Lucas, good score. He's a hold. Katoa and Savala both hold, both put up good scores. Savala made like 40 odd tackles, which was insane. Purdue, 32, all right game. He'll be fine. I've got his a gun, 99 there. You'll take that. Drinkwater, 13, disgusting. Tom Trbojevic with a 44, that's good. And Tedesco with a 53, that's quite good there too. And this is what we're thinking for this week. Tallis Duncan looks good. But yeah, let's get into these round wrap-ups here. So the Sharks beat the Dragons 30-18, and Blake Brayley, one we've been saying all season, it was only a matter of time. He was probably one of the best hookers for round 15 there. Brought up a try, says 52 tackles, 2 line breaks, 122 metres, an offload to hand. It was an incredible game from Blake. He now has a very low break even there, and I think Blake becomes a screaming, not a screaming buy now that they don't play 18, but definitely a hold there with that low break even there. Same with Adam Fanor Blake side, 3 offloads, big minutes. Very good base there. And yeah, look, he just again, he becomes a hold now until those minutes fall off. If he can keep this game with no tries, only a matter of time until those tries come, he's going to start scoring big there. Quite good game from Jack DeBellin. Wouldn't be looking at him. Not really getting the minutes though. Nikora, we said it was only a matter of time. A 529k with low break even. Does not play round 18, but could be quite a good buy there. Still 4 missed tackles, but the free offloads, the try assist and line break really did help Nikora. Quite a good option. Damien Cook was also an elite hooker option going in. Made 16k this week, 603k. That try assist line break looked quite good. Only the 56 minutes there, which is probably still a little bit worrying, but he went out for 66. I wouldn't be buying Cook, but if you need around 18 hooker, which not many of us do, considering we have Aaron Clark there, Cook is a fairly good buy. Luciano Leilua did say he was an all right buy with a 54 there in 80 minutes. Good that he played 80 minutes. I think Luciano is quite a good buy. No, maybe not a couple of weeks now, considering Sue was probably back, and who knows if Couchman stays on the edge then if he plays 80. But yeah, if you need someone for around 18 is probably a cheaper price and you're willing to take a risk, it is Luciano Leilua, your man. Cam McInnes, good PPM there. Probably one you can sell now. By planning done, doesn't play 18. I think you can move on McInnes. Toby Couchman, 47 and 80 minutes, just a nothing game from him there. No real offloading there. Losing money. Could be a buy now, 682k, plays around 18. Probably wait another 1 or 2 weeks to see his break even fall down there. King Togia, outscoring Nico Hines is crazy, but yeah, 5 missed tackles, tackled quite well, scored that try with the try saver. He's definitely a hold, plays round 18. Yeah, not much to be said about him. Nico Hines, 613k, is quite disgusting. He's probably a hold. He's just probably too cheap now to sell for someone of Nico's caliber, but really no attacking stats there and no kicking meters, which is where Nico has really fallen off there. Jesse Raymond's going to be really cheap with that sin bin there, 423k. Would not be looking at him though. Nathan Lawson, 17 there. You'll take it. He makes 3k. You probably hold him considering he does play around 18, but I wouldn't be buying him. And a yuck performance from Hamish Stewart there, 22 minutes, 3 missed tackles. He's probably definitely now a sell. I think with that high break even, and Togia and Hiroti probably both ones you can sell. Hiroti could have looked all right if he didn't do his calf and that injury didn't happen there. Oh, sorry, if he didn't do his calf and scored that try. 28-8 here. Jaden Campbell with the guy just keeps on going. 75 there. Does play around 18. No, doesn't play around 18, but I still don't think that really matters for Jaden. Did all the kicking and play pretty much there. 695 metres is crazy. Ran for 107 goals. tries, everything for Jaden. This week I'm pulling the trigger and buying him. I think he's really good coverage in that wing fullback and half spot. He will be the top three wing fullbacks and top three halves this season. I think if you can buy Jaden Campbell at probably one of his cheapest prices for the year. Chris Randall, a guy we spoke about being a very good buy. Incredible base from Randall, 39 tackles for 146 metres there. Made 43k low break even now. That dual position there, he was probably one of the best round 15 hookers you could have gone with at a cheaper price. I don't know if I'd be looking to buy him now. Seems a little bit too late. We'll definitely still make money there. But yeah, that try really did help him push into those big scores there. But yeah, good buy there. Two tries from Ruben Garrick was quite a good game. Does play round 18, but I wouldn't really be looking to buy him considering the fact that he is on a buy this week. But next week at 575k is quite discounted for Ruben Garrick and could be a fairly good buy there. Bo Fermor doesn't play round 18, but will probably be one of the best centers to go with. I think Bo, yeah, good buy. I wouldn't personally be buying though. Daly Cherry Evans, 52 there. At 52 with a 50.6 average, this is quite an interesting buy. 624k is very, very cheap. Plays round 18 too, and just really a nothing game from Daly. Had that one dry assist, but I mean, 26 tackles, but no running meters there. I think Daly can definitely go higher, and I wouldn't be surprised if Daly did. Not really much. Tom Trbojevic, 398k. I think he has to be brought now. Started the season 700k. He's got a free in front of him. One more week to recover from that cork hamstring, whatever you want to call it. Ran good meters, offloaded well. No tackle bust there, but he came very, very close. Within a sniff of scoring a try there. I don't know if you saw it, but I definitely didn't. Yeah, he came within a sniff of scoring that try. Looked better too, that is, for Tom Trbojevic. I think his break even has now kind of bottomed out. And yeah, look, it's time for Tom Trbojevic, I believe. Kieran Foran, only 67 kick meters, would not be looking at him. Jas Tavanga, 31 points in 31 minutes. He held price. He got you 31. He's probably now time to move on. Was it injury? No. Yeah, probably now time to move on for Jazz. Just really a nothing game there. And yeah, quite frankly, don't really think now if him coming off the bench, he can really play. And I think a guy that in round 18, if he does come back to big 80-minute performances, 408k, Jake Trbojevic could be a very, very interesting mid there. He has been as high as 750k in fantasy. And yeah, I think he's one to keep an eye on. Olakau'atu went low, shoulder injury. Looks, I think his shoulder. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's out for 4 to 6 weeks there. He looks like a sell now. Jeez, it's been an up and down roller coaster for those Olakau'atu runners, but that 26, yeah, it hurts. But I think you take last week's cash rises to the bank and time to sell Olakau'atu away around. This was a very interesting game to watch. And Siua Wong, I mean, if you held him, you're quite happy there. 651k. He's definitely now a hold, scoring that try, but just incredible base there from Siua. No one should be selling him now. He's going to start making money, which is also in the same boat with Dylan Lucas. 67 came really close to scoring that try off that line break, but I mean, zero negatives. Ran for 233 metres with 34 tackles. That's quite a good game. He's going to be probably the second best centre this year or third best he can go with. And yeah, I do think Dylan Lucas is probably a must-have. Doesn't play round 18 to keep in mind though, so maybe buy him after round 18. Hugo Savala plays round 18. No Sam Walker for another 3 to 4 weeks. By the looks of it, kicked for 581 metres, all coming in base pretty much. 45 tackles, 504k now. Would not be looking to buy Savala, but if you can get him all the way up to round 18, maybe milk him to 600k now if that low break even. I do think that Savala is definitely a hold there. Quite a good game from Crosland, but wouldn't really be looking to buy him with Tyson Frizzell due back this week. Hastings, again, a good game, but wouldn't be looking to buy him with Fletcher Sharp due back this week too. Blake Steep, good game. 504k seems a little bit too pricey, but one more buy around. He could be an interesting option. Tedesco had quite a good game here for a 53. Try-assist, could have definitely gotten 2 try-assists there. It was quite a good grubber from Tedesco. 5 tackle bust. Yeah, just did it, was involved in all of it, and 716k for a 53 is quite good. I do think he'll be one of the better wing fullbacks coming down the home stretch and for the round 18 buy there. So I do think if you need someone, James Tedesco is your man. Kai Pearce-Paul, 51. I think you're coming for a HIA there. You don't hate it. You don't love it. You take it. Mark Nakawiska-Waze, 25 tackles, 48. I think his time again is just hold until round 18 and then reassess there. Matt White, 4 down in 55 minutes. Quite a good game there. 32 tackles, A lot of big base 50 there, a couple of negatives, but yeah, I do think Nat White definitely want to be holding. Lost 15k there, but now he's gonna have a break even. That has, sorry boys, break even has middled itself out now, and yeah, it looks like quite a good buy, especially with a lot of their players away in Origin there too. McCarthy, good game from him, but would not be looking to buy him with best due back this week. Dane Gagai, 42. We said this was going to happen. Probably loses goal kick now, and 600k is probably a little bit too much to buy for Gagai. Said that, considering the other play around 18. Also, Radley, another HIA. God, you feel for him. He was doing well too for any Radley owners out there. Greg Marzou, he's injured again, which is quite a good, well, not quite good, but I think he needs to be sold now. Just too many injuries, down 41k. Sandy Smith, if you held him, unlucky, down 17k. What to do with him? Hold, sell, it's either up to you. Jeez, it was a capitulation. A lot of Dolphins in this top 10 scorers here. Jack Bostock went off absolutely off. 103 points for Jack is crazy. I actually almost bought him at 320k. I'm like, geez, it's too cheap for Jack Bostock, and went up 90k. I think a lot of people will be buying this week, but please don't be buying Jack Bostock. I think he relied a lot on tries this game, like 300 meters. And yeah, just an anomaly game there, but what a game it was. Geez, Herbie Farnworth's try came from a Cody Nicarima selfish act there, but 99 for Cody. Offloads galore, tackled well with zero misses there. Try assist, line breaks, tries. He was in it all. Herbie's an absolute gun, 814k. If you don't own him already, please do buy him. He's going to be the best centre and does play round 18. Good game from Cody Nicarima, but I wouldn't be looking to buy him. Kind of, I think, a bit blown out of proportion. Very good game from Isaiah Katoa with that try assist, that line break try assist there. 424 metres isn't as much as he'd been kicking, but again, 28 tackles for 2 misses. I think Katoa is probably the best or one of the best round 18 highs you can go with. And for me, he's going to be my half the whole season running from the home there, which I think is quite a good buy there. Kirk Donohoe still put up a 59 and 59 minutes with Jeremy Marshall-King coming back. Did play at lock there, said that. I think if he had another week at lock, he could be brought as maybe a half a hooker for round 18 there. Scored a try out of dummy half, but still quite a good base there. And yeah, Kurt could have a little bit more money to make, but I think he's probably already made it all. 264k made there. Sarko, 9 goals, 45, you take it. Kai O'Donnell, good game if you brought him in for 45, but I think he's going to lose his spot when John Bateman is back. Jeremy Marshall-King, 43 in 61 minutes. He's going to get really cheap. If you need a hooker, he's only going to build back on bigger minutes. If you need a hooker for around 18, Jeremy Marshall-King could be your cheap hooker that you go with. Oren Keeley lost a bit of cash there, scored that try, but not really getting those minutes that I'm quite happy with. Jackson Purdy scored that line break, which very easily could have turned into a try. It was a pretty mid-game for him, 14 negatives there. I'd be holding. He is playing at 5'8" and has still made over 250k there. Does play round 18 too, which I think is just so crucial considering he is in the centre position, which is going to be quite hard to fill. And wow, this one hurt a lot. I've held on to him the whole season. Just nothing really went his way there. 13 points in 67 minutes. Trailed out HIA down 51k. Jeez. High break even now. What to do with him? Played round 18. 595k is very cheap for Scott Drinkwater there. I do think he will bounce back. You have seen a low game with that 18, then back in the 75 and then a 60, I think. So I don't think there's really much worry on Scott Drinkwater. For me, very much it just wasn't really their game. Just didn't run the football enough. No tackle bust. Yeah, look, not really much to be said about that game there. And this was quite a good game to watch. Quite interesting with that storm that made them have a out. And Viliami Kikau and his God, if you brought him in, you're loving life. 6 offloads to hand, 9 tackle busts there. I do think Kikau, it could be an interesting option on that edge position at 635k if you were to buy someone for around 18. But personally for me, I think Kikau does come with too much risk. And I think one is going to be sold and one is going to be brought. And the one that's going to be brought is Tallis Duncan. Great base there, 37 and 13. That's 50-point base. 1 missed tackle, but 2 line breaks and a try. He looked really good running the ball there. think Tallis 507K, probably still a little bit more money to make if he can play 80 minutes at the edge position. And now if Keon going down, he maybe might move back to the middle there. But yeah, for me, he's kind of in the same breed as Keon, and Keon is one that I'm looking to probably sell this week, considering the fact that he has gone down injured with that fractured eye socket. 3 to 5 weeks still to be confirmed there, but if it is, he's for sure being sold for me. I think he's done quite well there, but I do believe they have around 19 buy. Let me just check quickly if that round 19 buy. Yeah, they have around 19 buy. So if he's out for 3 weeks, that's 4 weeks, and you miss him for the round 18 buy anyway, which is what made him such a valuable thing there. So I think you can sell him high, and there's a lot of other things, but he just keeps going. He was getting probably a 75 in this game, and yeah, kind of hurt there. Sexton playing well, would not be looking to buy him. Jacob Preston with 53, you'll take it. Not the worst game there, 15K loss there. Yeah, look, not really much to be said. He's going to be a gun. Called an Origin camp, just really a nothing game for him. Jacob Krause had that neck scare for a bit, but played through it there. 3 offloads, try assists, line breaks for him. I think, yeah, he's probably, yeah, he's got quite a good buy there. Does play around 18. It's that centre wing fullback duel. So, yeah, he's quite a good buy, but probably should be scoring high if he's having games like this. Good game for Reid Marnie. Would not be looking to buy him. Jamie Humphries could be a really interesting round 18 halfback here. 448K is quite cheap, but did majority of the kicking, showed good defence again with those try assists, and he does maybe take goals. Yeah, he takes goals when Latrell's not there. I do think Jamie for 46 probably would have liked him to go higher, but his break even is now going to go middle out there, and he could be quite an interesting option there to bring in this week if you were looking for a half. Ewan Aiken, 41, just kind of a middle game for him. If you bought him, you'll hold him. He plays around 18, but would not be looking to buy him now. Lucky Galvin, good game there for 40. Geez, I'm happy I brought in Chris Randall over Havili. That would have been catastrophic. Brock Gray or whatever his name is, sorry, not Brock. He put up quite a good score there for 32. Could be an interesting cash out option if he is to keep that hooker position. Hubner, he's probably one to be sold now. Although it could be held now that Kalonga Matangi could be out for 3 to 5 weeks there. Yeah, and Vino pretty much sums it all up there. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the TLT video. Sorry it was just me, but yeah, kind of a quick one today. But yeah, have a good one. Cheers, fellas.